This week on Mild Sauce.
And Donald Trump can grab him by the pussy and he's not going to jail. It's the same thing as Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter.
Kevin Hart took real offense to some stuff that Katt Williams said to Tiffany Haddish.
When the people of color get these opportunities at all, why are the people of color the ones that are tearing the people that are getting the opportunities down?
They said he had a knife and he lunged at the officer. So other police lied and they in trouble too, by the way.
They got fired.
They got fired for lying that he lunged at the officer and so his life should have been threatened.
Is Kanye West coming back to the shot a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Why?
I don't see any pluses for Chicago.
This big ass GoPro.
Right.
Damn,
Keep
dude.
that on there. Please keep that on there.
It's like Lil Wayne lighting the match.
You said bleep. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, dude,
Big ass swallows. That shit hurt her ear.
Right.
I was in the throat.
Man, see y'all.
You gotta pause that shit.
She heard that shit. High definition sound. She like,
Damn.
All right, good. I needed that. I needed that.
This throw too big.
said, damn, Zaddy.
All right, let's get rolling, man. Yo, what up? What up? Season 2 of Mild Sauce coming to you live from the basement. Man, we got Sherrod, Q, Nas, and myself. I'm your host, Kelly. Fellas, it's been a minute, man.
yeah.
Long time.
Coming
Back.
Summer break.
Hey.
It was great.
And season 2, trust me, everybody, it's not something you're going to want to miss. You definitely going to want to be a part of this. So make sure y'all tuned in. Fellas, how y'all doing? How was everybody's week, man? Everybody good?
Ain't
Y'all want
gonna
to update the fans?
I was excited, bro. I've been thinking about this shit all week.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've been thinking about it. Like I was telling y'all, a little nervous, got a little jitters because I haven't done it in a while, but
I ain't got no jitters. I'm just
I
excited.
was too excited about it.
too excited. I mean, let's tell the fans what we've been up to real quick. Just anything going on.
Just enjoying our summers,
Summertime shy.
Ain't nothing like it, baby.
It was nice out here. Well, I got married.
Hey,
Y'all knew that was coming.
Yeah,
It
word.
happened. I also have a baby on the way.
Another one.
Hey,
Thank
a
you,
baby
thank you.
girl.
Baby
Another
girl. Can't
DJ
wait
Khaled.
till she get here so I can spoil her. But and summer of fun. What can I say? A lot of changes. 2018, but a good year.
This has been a good year for me too, man. Y'all cool down there though? Anything
Oh yeah,
going on?
just had a B-Day,
Happy belated. Happy
Turned
belated.
21 for the first time.
Boy, you turned 41, nigga.
Tell it like it is.
No, we're
It's
not
all
gonna have
right.
that
Hey,
tonight.
40's the new 20, bro. It's cool.
Jay said it, and it was
I'm
a live
not 40.
in.
man.
Okay, he 36.
Yes.
Okay,
Young man.
sound like lies to me, but anyway. So today we're gonna kick it off, and we're gonna start talking about the legend Bill Cosby, who is not so much of a legend anymore.
Build the pill.
Build a pill.
Say it ain't so.
Unfortunately, got sentenced
horrible.
3 to 10 years for sexual assault. Reading even further into it, man, it's rough how his legacy is just destroyed. But nonetheless, you got to call a spade, and he's gonna be a registered sex offender. Something he's gonna carry with himself for the rest of his life.
He only got 20 more years left anyway.
20 more.
Shit, probably 5 to 10.
Bro, Bill Cosby old as fuck. He's gonna die in jail.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Well, unless they let him off early for good behavior.
Bill got bread. They finna take good care of Bill in jail.
Who's gonna take good care of Bill?
Guards.
The guards.
Guard.
Are you horny?
Right. I ain't playing, big fella.
Like Jello pudding.
Nah, Bill is not getting out early. Bill is, that's just, you can get that out your head.
You know what's funny? A year ago, we talked about Bill Cosby, like in our first episode. It's just funny. Season 2 kicks off, and this is just now finally ending, so to speak.
I mean, it's been going on since 2005. Andrea Constant, which is actually the one who kind of started it off, and I might be butchering the last name. You know how I do. Andrea is the reason that it started back in 2005. They settled it out in civil court. Nothing happened. But inadvertently it gave other women the courage to start coming out, and then you have all these other incidents coming up, and behold, 3 to 10 years sexual assault.
So I thought that, and I maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought some of them cases was like
settled out.
unfounded. How? And I don't know if y'all know this or not either, but this shit happened a long time ago.
The
And how
statute of
was-
limitations, Andrea did exclude herself for that, but because it was settled outside of court and it happened past 12 years ago. But these other incidents with women, they definitely happened within the statute of limitations, so that's why you go into the pokey.
We got mixed feelings on this. So Bill, it's just a crazy situation because he means something to us growing up. And so, like, how do we just turn that off? Like, when the Cosby Show come on, I still want to see the Cosby Show.
Oh, they took that shit off the air.
You know, but, like, different world. It's crazy that you see that, and then now you got to feel some type of way about it because we got to ignore the good that he did and just be like, man, he a rapist, and he going to jail. I don't know. It's just hard to process it, the feelings.
My issue with it is, some of these women he took on trips. Some of these women he paid their college tuition, and some of these women he paid bread to. So
Help get jobs.
And they said he raped them numerous of times. How many times he raped if you keep paying you bread and money and you keep coming back?
So you think
That's
it's
my issue.
prostitution and not rape? That's how
And,
you
and,
said it.
and some of them, yeah, I believe Bill Cosby did
We
say
can
if you
safely
want.
say that these women weren't prostitutes. It sounds the way Sherrod is describing it sounds more transactional.
Right.
He was a
That's
sugar
like-
daddy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It sounded transactional.
In my opinion, I think some of the women, not all of them, but some of the women got mad he wasn't paying that bread no more. So they told on him. That's
But
my belief.
at the
And
end
they
of the
know
day,
he's going to get in trouble.
wrong is wrong. Whether that's the case or not, it's not right to do that to people.
It's,
To drug
against,
them.
against their will.
To drug them.
Whether you're taking them on trips.
a couple women said they took it willingly, though.
So you feel
Yeah,
like
they
he
will-
shouldn't have got arrested?
They were popping the Quaaludes like females want to get high. They want to get drunk. They want to have fun.
Let me
and
ask you a
let's get it
question.
in.
If a woman come to your hotel room at 2 o'clock in the morning, what's going down? Let's be honest. We gonna fuck. But
So
if
do
you don't
think
want to
he
fuck,
should have got arrested?
some of
You
the
think he should do
cases.
jail time?
So do you feel, to summarize and hone in, because that's a really broad question, do you think these 3 to 10 years for sexual assault and for the rest of his life, even though he's an older man, him being branded as a sex offender and have to be registered as that, do you think that's unwarranted?
No,
Yes. No.
he should get that title.
Okay. Then that's the open shut of it.
Yeah, he guilty.
Because we float in this
Because
gray area.
because of the court of law, he got indicted on the charge. So this is not public opinion, but I'm talking about public opinion. My opinion,
we're talking us. It's all about us right now.
I believe majority of those women stopped getting paid, stopped taking those trips, and he cut
So
them off.
then it became a problem.
That came a problem.
Okay.
And that's my opinion.
Now, that's what you think.
But now, if he goes down,
no,
got-
he's going down.
okay, my bad.
He went down.
Right, he's down.
I retract that. They putting his ass in jail. He's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Other guys like the Harvey Weinsteins,
Mm-hmm.
give me help on these other guys.
Donald Trump,
Donald Trump,
Charlie Sheen out here
Yeah.
passing the virus around.
Lowry from NBC.
Yeah.
O'Reilly.
Oh,
Bill
really?
O'Reilly.
Yeah, all these guys that had the same accusations thrown at them.
The Supreme Court justice about to get nominated.
Yeah, Kavanaugh. He
Yeah, I was about to say.
All the other freaky guys, they done got.
freaky dicky ass motherfucker.
So now it's a crime to be
I'm just
freaky.
saying, they got a pass.
Well, in the Me Too
that was a
movement
different type
era,
of freaky. There was some
They freaky,
unwanted freakiness.
It's a
It was
crime,
real
bro.
freaky. But you can't, if you're gonna get Cosby, you got to get all the rest of them guys. You can't just put them out there as the sacrificial
priests?
lamb,
All of these preachers
touching on little boys.
Yeah.
They never go to jail. I have never heard a case where
You
they,
know what?
Any of them
That's
been
a good
arrested.
one because I've never heard of a
they
priest.
just pay out.
Anybody in the Catholic community going to jail.
I just got to say this too while we have this platform to speak to people. I hate when people act like it's impossible to do two things at once.
Exactly.
Meaning?
We can recognize that Bill Cosby should go to jail and still see that it's bogus that he going to jail and Donald Trump can grab him by the pussy and he's not going to jail. And it's the same thing as Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. we're capable of understanding that black on black crime is wrong and still recognize that police injustice against black people is also wrong.
Exactly.
Like, we're capable of doing two things at once. And so when people try to be like, y'all sitting here defending a rapist, like, nobody defending him. He wrong and he going to jail.
No, the question
and he
is-
should go to jail. But, you know, it could still be bogus that Harvey's still out here making movies. Bill O'Reilly still got a fucking radio show, and the other dude took off NBC. Like, it's still not. Donald Trump's still the president after multiple women done came out.
Yeah,
it's
one
not
guy
right.
going to the big house, and the other motherfucker's in the White House.
Exactly.
Man, I ask.
That's not
like,
justice.
I ask women, because it's in this day and time, it's only like women only could get raped, not men. But anyways, I ask women. So when you come home drunk
Gerard,
or
when's the
sloppy,
last time you been raped, G?
You sound you got a story to tell, bro.
Right. Are you
Man.
trying to, you know?
So what happened
this
was-
is your platform
He
too.
said, me too.
it's me too. Hold on.
Us too.
So what happened
Him
was,
too.
it was this big girl.
She took advantage of you.
She
G?
took advantage of
How
me. I didn't
old
want to
was
have.
she? How old
I
was
was
you?
like 21.
Nah, you wasn't
Okay, so
raped.
you were
It's over.
consensual.
No, I
It's
was
about
not
to go
consensual.
wrong.
Stop the story there. Get back to your other point.
All right.
It was a big girl, and she got me drunk. No, I didn't want to have sex with her, but she touched me, and I got aroused.
But you didn't want to.
I didn't want to. Mentally,
didn't
I
want-
didn't want to.
But your loin said something different,
Yeah,
and you
man.
got aroused.
Yeah, and she got on top of me, and I couldn't defend myself.
She got on.
Because she was too heavy to push you out.
She got
Pretty
on.
much, yes.
Wow.
And I caught a Charlie horse in my big toe and in my hamstring.
You were trying to get up.
I was trying to move. I was in the back seat of my old Sable.
Oh man, in the
His
car.
sable.
In the
Oh,
car.
So she pinned
and
you.
his
It's over
mercury.
She
with.
put the seatbelt on you too.
Not the seatbelt. The windows was up.
Well, she wants to make sure you don't let that good juice get out.
Y'all went from parking into neutron.
That was
they
horrible.
went-
I don't want to talk about it.
It's
But
too
anyway, I asked women basically like, when you come home drunk or you had a night with your girls and you intoxicated
Trade cautiously.
and your boyfriend have sex with you or your husband have sex with you, did your husband or boyfriend rape you?
Good question.
You see what I'm saying?
Because she was.
Cause she wasn't coherent.
She
she
wasn't
didn't
coherent,
consent. Yeah, she
and she
didn't
ain't consent. That's my issue with it. So when majority of these women say they went into Bill Cosby hotel room or they took trips with him, and they doing drugs together, some willingly. I'm talking about the ones that willingly did the drugs, not the ones who wasn't
Who
willingly.
he
do it.
slipped them the
Right? Why he
drugs.
slipped? That was wrong. That was
So
foul as
let's
shit.
clarify. He knows Bill was wrong for drugging people and assaulting them.
Yeah.
But he's just speaking about a broader.
The women
issue
who did
of
it
the Me Too
willingly
movement and some people
and went in his
claiming
room at
rape.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Do the women who did it willingly negate the ones that were forced into it?
No, you
No.
can't negate them.
You can't
and that's
negate.
the problem we have as a people. We always jumble shit together. Like, no, it's two separate
Separate
things.
issues.
Every person case is different.
Different.
She got raped. She was promiscuous.
So
she lied
so
on
he shouldn't
Kobe.
go to jail
Like,
for
it's
her.
every
He shouldn't
situation
go to
is
jail
different.
for her, but he should definitely go to jail
No,
for her.
not Bill. I'm just
Come on,
saying,
Tom.
like, a woman's story. One woman actually could have got raped. One woman could be a liar. One woman could have got paid to stay quiet, and now she coming out later. Like, it's a lot of different situations that could happen, and we need to look at each situation as
And public
one.
opinion is
we
more
need
than court
we need
opinion.
to judge each situation on a situation by situation basis.
Right.
Yeah.
For the woman. For Bill, we judging Bill based on everything.
No, but they may have done that in the
Right,
court of
because again, Andrea started it, but the other women who were non-consensual, that's what got him pinned. That's what got him.
Actually, what happened, Hannibal Buress, that comedian, made a joke about Bill Cosby, about him raping chicks. Then it opened up a whole Pandora's box of women coming out saying, I was sexually assaulted by Bill Cosby and drugged by Bill Cosby.
I ain't know about
And
that.
Jill and Bill and
But
Bill,
that's the whole meat of it. That's how it kicked off.
yeah. And Bill Cosby had said something back in the day about Spanish Fly. About a pin drop.
Yeah, he was making jokes and everything about Quaaludes and all that. So he kind of put himself in that predicament.
I ain't saying what he
I
did
mean, but
was
back in the
right.
day,
I ain't saying what he did
different
was
time.
right.
It was very different.
He was foul for what he did, but what I'm saying is those women who willingly took those drugs and willingly went to his bedroom at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and go to trips to Paris and all this other stuff, is that rape?
No, not on with them. But he.
but overall,
I'm trying to see
you
what
got to
would
put it
make
into
him-
perspective.
Yeah,
himself-
because
It's like
that-
similar to R. Kelly. Like, he's 90 years
He
old.
should be in jail now.
Who?
I'm talking about Bill is 90 years old.
Oh,
So
Damn
it's
near.
been decades upon decades upon decades upon decades. So just imagine how many women he's encountered and that could have gone through something. So he deserves to go to jail. And just like you said, R. Kelly, he's another one where, like, yeah, women aren't just speaking out being like, R. Kelly took advantage of me. Or, in his case, they not young enough to realize they was taken advantage of. You know, it's like situations are different and it's all fucked up. They all should be going to jail. It's just fucked up that all of them aren't going to jail.
Just the black ones.
Just the black ones.
Because Kells is next.
And they on his
yo,
ass.
Kells is going to jail.
Well,
not me.
Let's
but
clarify.
the-
Yeah, R. Kelly. R.
that
Kelly.
other nigga.
Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
Well, I mean, it is what it is with Bill. You know, we're not here to be his judge or jury, or to be
Somebody already did that.
right.
Slammed
You
his
know,
ass.
we just talking about how we feel about the situation and, you know, our jaded spin on it, and it is what it is. But since we're talking about black comedians, we got two black comedians that are kind of beefing right now in these streets. And
Katt Williams versus everybody.
hey, Katt ain't holding no punches, man. But he ain't never watched what he said since he came out.
Yeah, he speak his mind.
So, shout out to the Breakfast Club because we're about to mention y'all. So, Charlamagne, my bald head brother.
DJ Envy. Angela Yee. Shout them all out.
I mean, that's that light skin shit. They can shout him out. Nah, but the Breakfast Club just had a really great interview where Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish were talking about some of their new projects they got coming out, some of the things that they're doing. But Kevin Hart took real offense to some stuff that Katt Williams said to Tiffany Haddish.
When the people of color get these opportunities, why are the people of color the ones that are tearing the people that are getting the opportunities down? My frustration comes from you don't realize when I preach about the crabs in the barrel mentality that eventually we have to take responsibility for our actions. So if I'm looking at people that share my craft, I'm going to bring up the people that Katt Williams named. Little Rel, Gerard Carmichael, Hannibal Buress, myself, Tiffany Haddish.
Correct.
Little Rel is seeing so much success after doing his special Relevant. He went on to do Get Out. He now has a show that he's producing and starring in on Fox. Gerard Carmichael had his own show that he starred, wrote, produced. Gerard Carmichael was on to his second special. Hannibal Buress saw success within comedy specials and is now doing various movies where he's getting the opportunity to have features and to have a presence. Me, Kevin Hart, the guy that sits on top right now, have taken advantage of all the money that I have. I've shot over 56 specials for the up-and-coming generation of comedy. Why? Because I'm trying to create opportunities for others. So rather than complaining about it, I'm fixing it. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I also take full responsibility for any and everything that I've done in the business, good or bad.
Yeah, so Kevin went ham, yo. For those of y'all that watched it, like, how y'all feel about that? Because he sent some shots at Mike Epps, aka Day Day, talking about Kev, talked about black people and just how sometimes we're a little unsatisfied just about how shit goes. And like, when is enough? When do we kind of look in the mirror and say, hey, Nas, the reason you fucked up is just because you a fuck up?
But
Not really.
these guys been beefing for a long time. Kevin Hart and Mike Epps been going at it back and forth on Twitter for years now. Everybody looks at Kevin Hart's success and don't think that it's warranted.
Why?
They don't think he.
In your opinion?
To me, Kevin Hart is not that funny. Even his stand-ups are cool. His movies are trash.
Jumanji
Jumanji was good.
Jumanji was good.
And
I was so worried. I was so worried
It's
about
a good family movie.
I just got
took
scared.
my son and my nephew. And my wife.
Anyway, other than Jumanji, the mother shits is trash.
All right, so let's fact check because
Well, that's opinion.
right,
The first ride along was decent.
the first ride along,
His
the second one was good
his
too.
characters in these movies, he is not portraying his true comedic self. He's letting them write for him. I don't even think he's like a lot of these comedians that's in the game. When they in movies, they actually write for themselves, or they'll do a lot of ad libbing. But he's like he doesn't do any of that.
You don't think he be ad libbing?
Nah.
Absolutely.
When he
Shit be weak as
acting,
hell.
I
Absolutely.
think he do. That's his style.
First off, besides the ones we just mentioned, Kev, Tiffany, Mike Epps, and Katt. Name another black comedian that's not in the past. Name me 3.
Hold on, repeat
You want
that.
stand up? Or you
that's
talking
doing
about
acting or
just
right.
acting?
Comedians.
Or just period.
Comedians. Black comedians.
Dave
That's Cole,
Chappelle,
Corey
left him
Holcomb.
out.
I'm saying that's not super because Dave, Chris Rock,
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
You talking about stand ups that's cracking right now?
Yeah, name me 3 black ones. Go.
I could name one. So Corey
Okay.
Holcomb,
That's one.
Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford,
Michael Blackson.
They
Michael
all
Blackson.
on the lower level.
Oh,
of
Lil
comedy.
Duval,
that-
and Lil
that
Duval
Kevin
decent
Hart
too.
is on a different
It-
level.
it- you're not.
Don't get me wrong. Kevin Hart is number one, numero uno. He worth almost $120 million. He's selling out like nobody. But I believe he has crossed over. He has a different
Genre.
genre.
That's what I think the problem is.
I don't think he's the Chris Rock because Chris Rock definitely has a genre,
I think Kevin
and I don't
Hart,
think he's in that platform.
Kevin Hart
yet.
is like kiddie funny.
He's not
Right.
in that arena.
Like a lot of younger people will like Kevin Hart.
No, a lot of women and white people like Kevin Hart. When it comes to Kevin Hart, he is himself. And I think that's the problem that black people have with him. Kevin Hart has always been this kind of funny. Like, he's funny. He'll make you laugh. White people will enjoy him. Women think he's cute and funny. Hood niggas, not so much. And that's just how it's been for Kevin Hart. The first time I seen Kevin Hart in person, I was worried that I wasn't gonna like him because I see his previous stand up. But he was funny as fuck in person on the
absolutely.
stand up side. But it was like
Do you remember which one you saw?
it was Heartache or Heart Pain or some shit like that. The one
Laugh
with
at
the
My Pain.
Laugh at My Pain with the all right,
that was decent.
But
I think I saw that.
it wasn't the 8:00 show. It was the 11:00 show after everybody been drinking and more loose. So he was like, it wasn't recorded for video. And he is funny, but he understands that I'm here to entertain the masses and not just the black community. And I think the beef happened because Katt Williams, similar to Dave Chappelle, he got a taste of the industry and he wasn't ready to conform in the way that you needed to conform.
Agreed.
Dave Chappelle was like that when he left the show, went away, had to go get his mind right, because the industry is what the industry is. The point I'm making is that what Katt Williams was saying, not Katt Williams, what Kevin Hart was saying is that you had your chance and you didn't conform the way you needed to conform. You didn't show up when you needed to show up and you blew your chance. And honestly, that's how the real world is, not just in comedy. You can go to these corporate offices. If you don't take advantage of your opportunity when you have it, they will be on to the next motherfucker.
Agreed.
So whether you like Kevin Hart or not, he knows how to entertain. He knows how to work with others.
You know how to play the game.
He know how to play the game.
I agree
And
with
Tiffany Haddish, I think it's the same way. She came in, and instead of Girls Trip being like a one-hitter quitter, she was like, they like me. Okay, I'm going to be me and do what they need me to do because I'm going to make this money. And she owns SNL. And next thing you know,
she played the same ratchet-ass character, though.
I mean, I don't have to find her funny. She doing her thing, though.
But see, and I just want to, I guess, correct you a little bit because per the interview, Kevin said that the reason Katt fucked up is because of drugs, not really conformity, but because he was pissing off shows. He's fucking off shows. Like
And I could definitely see that.
he wasn't showing up. Like, not really because the material wasn't good and all this other shit that came up. But I mean, we all know that Katt has a drug problem.
Well, Katt make it seem like they wanted him to do shit he didn't want to do.
That's not true.
But yeah, I don't see that because Katt's not that personality where he'll allow people to be like,
that's
no,
the
this is
drug.
what you need to do.
That's the
the
drugs
drug
in him
talk.
that's doing that. Because
Yeah.
I've seen several interviews where I be like, this nigga is
nigga
gone.
high.
He owns something.
Yeah, he's high as fuck. So I when Kev said that he fucked off shows, he fucked off tours, he fucked off promos, I'm like, yeah,
can
that
see
sounds
that.
like Katt. It's not something that's far fetched. It's not something that's hard to
It's a
believe.
classic case of a lazy ass nigga.
And he smoked too much weed, so that's kind of part of the parameter for that, right?
He probably
Chaos.
doing more than weed.
Ooh, head up. I felt the shotgun.
No, he had to pull the trigger. He aimed it. And
Nah, but fuck you. Nah, but you know, I love what Kev is doing because he has this new thing that he just started, new company, Heartbeat Productions, and
Doing his thing.
he's putting people on.
what
Like,
do you
his
feel
best
about what Katt
friends.
said though, like about Tiffany Haddish not being funny.
I mean,
She's not
she's
funny
not
as a
funny
stand
to
up.
us.
Not a
Dude,
stand up, but in the movie she
I
funny.
wouldn't pay to go see Girl. I tried to watch Girls Trip. The
Girls
shit
Trip was decent.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it with your girl at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but
I haven't seen it.
I rest my case.
I think she's
Girls
a decent
Trip was
comedian.
trash.
No, she's funny. Like
Where?
she's funny on screen,
Where?
not stand up.
Okay.
Have you seen her stand up though?
'Cause
Yeah, I don't like no female comedians.
I got a woman right here that's saying,
I don't like no female comedians.
Yeah. I don't want to sound sexist. It's
We're
some
not-
They're not
female
funny.
comedians.
Tiffany has a
We have this-
core audience.
I like Lunel. Lunel decent, but besides
she funny.
Lunel, Simone,
Lunel
alright,
funny.
but they only talk about.
How y'all like Just Hilarious?
Nah, she just funny on her Instagram. Like she's
But
not a real.
have any of y'all checked out her on the Rail show?
I ain't seen it yet. She
Has it
she
came
funny.
out?
And and then that's
Every
what
Sunday.
Katt said. I didn't like that he basically was like, Hollywood pick people that they not threatened by. When he called them ugly and she not funny, but she easy to control. Or look at Real, like they don't want. Like I'm like, what do them being appealing or handsome or ugly got to do with anything? Like
Because that's the hater talking.
First of all, that nigga was ugly as hell, getting a whole bunch of roles.
And still
That's what I'm
ugly
saying,
as fuck
like
with
Katt
the cold
Williams.
wave.
With
That's
a
what I'm
perm. This
saying.
nigga
Like,
had a
what is
platinum
you
perm.
talking
and the
about,
sad
my
part
G?
is Katt Williams is funny.
And
That
ugly.
motherfucker funny as hell.
Ugly as hell and funny.
Like, and I think that's his problem. He know he funny as hell, but he's stuck in his place where it's like, I'm funnier than these motherfuckers, but they got all the, they getting all the money like that.
Because he fucked it up, just like Kev said. Don't bring that on Tiff. Don't bring that on Kev. You fucked that
She
up.
did shit to
because
nobody.
because honestly speaking, just like you said, we can all solely agree that Katt Williams is funny as shit.
Yeah, he funny.
Right?
Yeah, he funny as hell.
Now we might feel different about Kevin Hart, but we can definitely say Katt is funny.
Yeah.
Katt was the man.
Yeah.
Katt's been the dude. He been the dude since next Friday. Was it next Friday or Friday after
It was
next?
next Friday.
Been the dude since next Friday. That's what he got put on. And when he started doing his shit got it got high and then it got
For low.
She started getting arrested for shit.
arrested, drug charges, shit like that. Katt's been the man, and Katt will always be funny, but he'll never reach that level of stardom because he always
He would never reach
because
legendary
Because
status.
he
Never.
won't play
He would never
the
reach
game.
legendary status.
As much as we hate to admit it, there is a system in every avenue of our culture.
Exactly.
Whether it's political, whether it's policing, whether it's Hollywood, it's
And
a
he
system
probably
in
did
place.
see some bullshit within that system.
And then that's what I was gonna
they
say.
kind of threw
Yeah,
him off.
It's
Like,
two sides.
I don't
to
know if
it.
I want to live this life.
I wouldn't take away.
Okay, you
from
don't have
his
to live
side.
the life, but you don't have to fuck up your bag, though. You see what I'm saying?
But you
'Cause
gotta
this is your
take.
craft.
You gotta play
But-
it the
no,
right way.
But no, you don't have to fuck up your bag, meaning you don't have to burn bridges with everybody else. Maybe I don't want to do this movie. I might do this movie. Or maybe I don't want to do this promo. I'll do this other promo. You could be professional about it, but this nigga wasn't being professional.
Because I was listening to
Or
what
do the one that you don't want to do because you know you need to do it, and then the next one you can do what the fuck you want to do. Like it's ways
Be
to get
professional,
around
right?
this- to do
But
this
you don't
shit.
shit on nobody else.
Exactly.
Marlon Wayans said it the best. He said white folks call each other up like, hey, yo, I need this. I need this. How you get this? How you get that? I
That's
need this
another
money.
trash comedian, by the way.
Yeah, well, he trash, but he made a good point.
Hey, the
White
Wayans
people
got
build bridges. Black folks burn bridges.
Oh, that was disrespectful. You just said who was a trash comedian?
Marlon Wayans.
Is he not?
Oh, Wayans. Oh, okay.
Marlon trash, bro.
Who did you think I said?
Nothing.
Boy, you stay away from
Be hitting the
weed.
blunt.
You don't need no more of that IPA,
I
nigga.
don't know why I was thinking about Martin.
He drinking too much Heineken over here.
But
Martin ain't funny anymore. No, not anymore. You're right.
I said anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he old as shit.
anyway,
Better not be funny.
he
shouldn't be funny no
That's
more.
the funny as he
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
old, nigga.
yeah, when you
There
get
was a lot of
your
old funny
shit down. Your
niggas.
funny shit gotta go
Shit,
down.
Fred Sanford was funny
You're
as
funny
hell.
on Goofy.
Richard Pryor was still funny.
Rich Pryor was trash.
Boy, I'll slap you.
I don't give a fuck. I tried my best to go on Richard Pryor's.
Let's stop this shit right
No,
now.
fuck that. I tried my
yeah.
best.
It
I
was a
agree.
different
Canceled.
time.
Yeah,
Man,
different
Richard-
time.
Man, fuck that. All right.
Nah, fuck you.
What's
Red
his name?
Fox was
Dude
funny.
From Kid to Play, House Party. The father, his ass was funny as hell before he passed.
Christopher Robinson.
Yeah,
No, he was funny.
there's a lot of old funny motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I mean, I hope they figure it out. But Kev definitely got some heat coming up. Like he was naming off what he got coming up, and him and Tiffany, and they got some shit going on. So, Katt, get your shit together, G.
Bum ass nigga.
Bum ass nigga. We're going to bring it home, kind of bring this thing in for a landing. But before we do, we're going to talk about Officer Jason Van Dyke.
Who is he? Tell the people.
So he is the officer who is accused of committing first-degree murder to Laquan McDonald. And it was looking good, but they are sugarcoating the shit out of his testimonial and just his whole side of the case.
And they trying to bash Laquan.
Yeah, bash Laquan and then paint this horrible picture. And the shit's not right.
When you say it was looking good, what do you mean looking good? Looking good.
It was looking good as far as, the FBI getting involved, giving their testimonials, talking about the excessive force, talking about was the 16. I mean, how many shots was it?
16.
16 shots. I thought that was too much, and here I am. I actually hit it on the head. 16 shots were excessive. 3 shots you're down. 16. How many clips is that? What's it? 9? Almost a clip.
Just to recap,
It's a clip
it's
and a
on
half.
video. This police officer killed this young teenage boy, and this happened a couple years ago here in Chicago.
Shit, 4 years ago.
Damn, it's been that long.
2014.
And he's just now
going
on
to
trial for attempted first degree murder.
first degree
Not
murder.
attempted
First degree
because
murder.
he did die. First degree murder. He murdered this young man, and they're on trial now. So that's just a recap of where we stand. And as he was saying,
For our Memphis listeners,
right,
and everybody else,
we're
out
trying
there.
to reach everybody, so we gotta bring Chicago home.
My issue with the case was when the prosecution rested early and letting this defense attorney go damn near a week and a half, going on 2 weeks
To paint
Just-
the
to
picture.
protect this man and paint a picture of
to
Laquan
fuck
McDonald.
with their mind, the jurors' minds.
Yeah.
Because we were having this conversation before we got started, y'all, and I think we could collectively agree that he's not going to jail for first degree murder, because we looked up what first degree murder is, and it just doesn't fit the bill. It's plain and simple. First degree murder, short and put, the intentional killing of another person by someone who was acted willfully, deliberately, or with planning. All murder that is committed with poison or by lying is what is first degree murder. And if you know anything about the case, he didn't sit up home and premeditate this. It wasn't something he woke up and say, "Yeah, I'm about to kill Laquan."
And the crazy part about it, he never fired his gun. He never used his gun on line of duty except for that night.
See, the problem is when you say first degree murder,
With a civil servant.
you're saying that he intentionally
Wanted.
planned to kill this kid. And it's gonna be difficult to prove that he woke up today like, I'm finna kill me a nigga and I found him. Like, you can't prove that. So charging him with first degree murder is the
stupid.
police's way of saying,
Ensuring that he gets
the
off.
government's way, because I put them all together, mayor, police,
what-
all of them.
DA, all that.
All of them, to ensure he gets off, because there's no way that a jury can be like, without a shadow of a doubt, he woke up ready to kill a black man. On top of that, they covered the shit up and lied about it. They said he had a knife and he lunged at the officer. So other police lied, and they in trouble too, by the way.
They got fired.
They got fired for lying that he lunged at the officer, and so his life should have been threatened. And so that just turned this case, and that's what pretty much blew it open, is when it came out, the video came out, he did not have a knife, he did not lunge at the officer, and his own tape.
No, he had a knife, bro.
No, he didn't have a knife. That's why they lied. He did not lunge at the officer with a knife. He was not threatened.
No, I think he had a knife.
He had a knife, bro.
Was
He
it
didn't
in-
lunge at him. He had a knife in his right hand when he
Yeah.
was walking. But his
Sure,
distance.
I thought that was a cell phone, bro.
No, that was a
No, it
knife,
was a
bro.
knife.
He had a knife. He didn't lunge at
They
the
say
officer.
he was wielding the knife as if he was, like you said, trying to lunge at them. But he had a knife. He had something in his hand.
He had a knife in his hand, and what happened was they just overkilled him. But the crazy part, I saw the first open testimonials. The prosecutor, the black lady, I forgot her name. She did a great job. I'm sad. That she stopped like pressing the officers. But one of the responding officers said when he got on the scene, he saw Laquan with a knife, and she asked him, "Why you didn't shoot him?" Because he was 15 feet away from me. He was 15 feet away from the responding officer, and she asked him, "Man, why you didn't shoot?" Because I didn't feel threatened.
And just for correction,
That's crazy.
If he does not get charged with murder, he can get a lesser charge of aggravated assault, aggravated battery,
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, so he won't get first degree murder. He might get the aggravated, but either way.
But the question is, did they only charge him with first degree murder? If they only charged him with first degree murder and then put no other charges behind it, that man is gone. That man is going to be going to Portillo's.
The lesser charge is included. So if he don't get the murder, then they can.
But the lesser charge will probably be
like
what?
10 to 15
suspension?
years. No, 10 to 15
he
years.
get some time, but it won't.
It won't be life imprisonment.
But they can dismiss all charges because they could deem him feel threatened, as he say he felt threatened and had a reason to pull. But 16 shots.
At this point, I'm glad you said 16 shots. At this point, they're claiming that the first 2 shots killed him, and all the other shots after
Didn't matter.
This is what the defense is arguing at the moment.
And the medical examiner said this.
Yeah, said that the first shot he hit him in the chest that ultimately killed him.
Something that made him bleed out or something like that. Yeah,
and they killed him, so the other shots wasn't the final blow.
The horrible part of this is there are people who will never hear this podcast. There are people who never watch the news. There are people who do not pay attention to what's going on. And they do not recognize that we sitting here casually having a conversation about a teenage boy who was killed by the police. That's not normal. And it's sad that our officers are not being held accountable. It's sad that regular people don't get held accountable because there's people in the neighborhoods who's killing and getting away with it. But when you are an officer of the law, we have you on tape. We know who did it. We know when he did it, what gun he used, what bullet killed him, which shot killed him out of the 16. We know everything. And then people is getting off. It's just sad.
It's law. And the reason why I say that, if you
It's
look
America.
It's America. If you look at out of the 50 states, I think 47 states have protection for civil servants like police officers. Like killing somebody.
Yeah, it's in
every state constitution. Mm-hmm. So even if a person do kill you, or officer kill you,
if they feel threatened, that's all they gotta say.
That's all they say. I feel threatened. My life was in danger.
So does one officer saying that when she was a responding officer?
The responding officer was a white officer.
Does her saying I don't feel threatened?
He said the responding officer was a white cop, a white male cop. He said he didn't feel threatened.
That's what I'm saying. Does him saying that he didn't feel threatened at the initial time negate the fact that this other guy?
Yes.
They both can't feel the same way. They can't.
It will.
Can't use it.
You different. So if one person could threaten me, I feel threatened by one person. This other person like, I'm scared for my life.
Yeah. But the thing about it was like a whole bunch of other officers nearby when this happened.
Mm-hmm. And nobody fired a shot.
One shooting people. So it's like,
and the funny part about it is,
you shouldn't even be a police officer if you surrounded by your people against this one kid who may be wielding a knife that's not even near you, and you the only one shooting.
Let this knife shit go.
No. I'm
just saying, like,
let
you shouldn't be an officer, bro. If I'm with y'all and we at a club and one nigga talking shit, but I know I got y'all with me, fuck, I'm gonna be scared for.
That's real.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll
dude,
flood his ass.
Right? So it don't make no sense.
And we got pistols
on GD Crown. Fuck you mean?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you another kick of the trial.
They did it first.
The prosecutor, she asked the responding officer, "Did you ask for a taser?" He said, "Yes, I asked for a taser," which they did ask for a taser. Then she asked him, "Did the taser or the person with the taser come? The officer with the taser come?" The defense attorney said, "Objection." The judge, I thought the judge was gonna say overruled. That motherfucker said sustained. They knew damn well nobody was coming. Nobody was coming with no fucking taser.
Mm-hmm.
But check this out. He just need one person on the juror to see things his way, and it's over with. It'd be a mistrial.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And it's majority white.
Well, you know the jury ain't gonna be.
Yeah, but jury and peers, so they did.
What
jury's
peers?
No,
Of Van Dyke's peers.
Not Laquan's peers.
No.
That's
if you the
the
defense,
victim peers.
you have to have a jury of your peers, like your coach or your people, your persons.
So prepare for riots, protests.
I'm going to the Gucci store
I
and get
want
me some
free,
slips.
No, I don't want no free shit. I'll pay for it.
Didn't the
I want some
officer who
Hermes.
killed Philando
I'm just
get
saying.
off?
Yeah.
He feared for
Didn't
his
the
life.
officer who killed Alton Sterling get off?
Yeah.
Sounds like a
No.
Didn't George Zimmerman get off?
Remember
He
this?
ain't even no fucking officer.
No,
Sounds
this.
like a trend to me.
Hey, I think last month or 2 months ago. Remember that 15-year-old boy was running from the cops, and they say he shot himself in the head, in the back of his head with a gun.
That don't even sound right.
Remember that?
I don't remember that.
He shot his own self in the
That's
back
what
of
they
the head?
said. Look up this story. It was a 15-year-old Chicago kid. He was running from the police. This happened about a couple months ago, and they said he shot himself in the back of his head, running away from the police. Just look up that story. It's
It's hard
crazy.
to take a selfie at the back of your head.
Right, that's what I'm like, that happened?
Look up.
Real for real?
Yes.
That's funny. But
Look
it's
up that
not
story.
funny.
They could kill you. Let me ask you a question though about cop killings. Do you think they only killing the not the working class, like the lower class blacks, not the middle class and upper
Of
class
course, the
blacks?
poor, yeah, you
So
get
are
away
you
with
trying
killing poor
to
people.
allude to a form of genocide?
I think so. I think they trying to kill the less off people.
Been that way.
Trying to get rid of them.
They help them. They help them
Gentrification is
kill
happening
each other.
everywhere around here. Yeah, it's
Help
part
us
of
kill
the-
each other.
Part of the plan.
That's a good question. Maybe we'll touch on that a little bit more later on because
Yeah,
we
give
back.
a history lesson.
Right, we back now. So I know y'all gonna get tired of us, but we ain't tired of y'all.
Hell yeah. We talking about Chicago,
I feel.
ain't we?
I mean, yeah, and I got a certain sense of pride. You know, y'all feel how y'all want to about the boy, homie Ye, but he's back.
Fuck Kanye.
Go away.
Nah, but
It's funny.
Kim got them cakes.
Hey,
Fake
it's just
cakes,
hilarious
man.
that like it's 4 different people from Chicago and we all feel differently about this nigga.
listen, Linda.
You got the stand. Clearly, we know who the stand is.
I mean, you know who I'm rocking with, you know, and mind you, the MAGA hat that threw me for a loop. I had to sit and
that was what
analyze
did
some
it.
shit.
Not the slavery talk.
Oh, the slavery talk, absolutely. But
How many
listen,
chances?
listen. If you know
Just like a black woman.
if you know anything about I hope that wasn't towards me. What the fuck you say?
Oh no, nothing.
I got a piece, so we gonna time out.
You gotta pee. Get your pissy ass out of there.
Don't cut that out.
Don't cut that out. Hey, don't
redo this Kanye talk.
Hey, look. Play that shit. I cut that shit out. That's why I gotta pee.
Bring the mic.
To my time out.
I got a pee.
I gotta pee.
He knocked his head off.
I got a pee.
So that's enough about Laquan and Mr. Van Dyke. I hope you rot in prison. But
Hope you get there.
nah,
If you get out and shoot you in your leg, don't say nothing.
But so we gonna wrap it up. The boy Ye is home, and it does my heart good. It makes me feel all warm on the
We gotta play
inside.
Homecoming in the background while we do this shit.
Coming home again. But Ye is out here.
Nah, it's like, why is we
I
talking
was
about
like,
this
if
nigga?
you motherfuckers don't stop.
Go far away.
Don't come home.
Again. Hell.
Kill yourself, you Kanye.
Damn.
Wow. Why y'all got so much animosity towards Ye?
I mean, I'm not a stan, but
We made that.
You not a stan or a fan?
I'm not a stan like you.
You're a stan. He's a fan. We're his anti-Christ.
Anti-Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, anti-Jesus.
I mean, you feel how you feel, and you say what you will. But
Go ahead. You tell us how you feel about
But
your
during the
big
summer when we was off and we wasn't interacting with y'all the way we should have, and we not gonna leave y'all no more. I promise.
dog.
But
Until the season over.
chill, nigga. I was having a moment with our people.
Go ahead.
But what was it? August? My August was hot.
And why
Kid.
is that?
Kid Cudi and Ye dropped the album.
That shit was trash.
You a fool. Ye dropped the album. Tiana Taylor dropped the album. Insert you. Now you say that one's trash.
You know why he's saying that.
Oh,
though.
okay. Never
Because
mind.
Pusha T killed Drake.
And
No,
who?
fuck he did
Who?
not.
That's why I saved that.
No, he did not kill Drake.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
Say that for next week,
That's not what
guys.
we're here to talk about.
was
We'll
that?
talk about that off air. Please forgive him, y'all. He
Pusha
knows
T
not
album
what
sold
he
2
does.
quarters. That shit went plastic, nigga.
For y'all that don't know, Sherrod is light skinned as hell.
No, Pusha T album didn't sell, but go
Right,
ahead.
it's so plastic. It went plastic.
Drake shit
It went
killed
cardboard.
his.
Are you serious?
Drake,
He went
did
platinum.
$1 billion.
Did Pusha T go platinum?
Yes.
No, he did not.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later. Again,
T
that's
trash.
not who we're here to talk about.
Exactly.
Not
Go ahead,
about
go
ahead. Stay on
Pusha.
topic,
Not
stay on
about
topic.
Drake. It's
brought
about
him up, but go
it's
ahead.
about Ye. No, because Ye produced and or wrote all these albums.
And all his albums was trash.
Right.
Even the Nas album was decent, but it was trash. That 7-song bullshit was
kinda-
trash.
You can't use both of those. terms.
You're right. Which is it, buddy? But do you understand the reason behind the 7 songs?
You don't want to oversaturate people with music.
He was trying to be religious on 7 days,
No
the Lord
and
rest
no.
or some shit like that.
So y'all don't know it. The reason he did 7 songs is because that's all you need to get a Grammy.
That's what
nomination.
he said.
And that shit, Pusha T is not gonna get no Grammy. Tiana Taylor ain't get no
Exactly.
fucking Grammy.
None of them
Nas
motherfuckers.
ain't finna get no damn Grammy.
None of them. None
Drake
of
finna
them.
get all the damn Grammys.
Exactly.
And he fucked his wife.
Damn.
Now you push.
Right, you disrespectful.
Kanye West, the reason why Kanye West came back to Chicago, because he lost all his black fans and listeners because of the stupid shit he was doing and saying. And he want to appease the Chicago crowd and his black people again. That's all.
So when Kanye came back and he talked on GCI, and he apologized and he talked about
He didn't apologize.
he did apologize. What do you mean?
That was not an apology.
That was a dry, it was a dry apology.
Was because an apology is my bad, Q. I'm sorry, Q.
He blamed on his mental illness.
So
But
the reason why I
he's,
say it
he's
was an apology,
but he's owning up to what he did.
I can tell you why it was.
What he's owning up to what he did and or said.
That's not what he did. He
And
apologized.
hold on, time out. Did he not own up?
No, he apologized for how it made people feel.
Exactly.
That's not an apology for what you said. That's not saying I'm sorry that I said that it was the wrong thing to
Did
say.
he not say I'm sorry for what I said and how it made you feel to the dude from TMZ? Did he not say that to him?
That's TMZ, nigga.
No, I'm.
He
I'm
did
build-
not
It's the
apologize.
build up. It's the build up. You rushing? Let me build up.
Well, let me respond, then you build.
Okay.
He did not
Did he or
apologize.
didn't he?
He didn't.
Lies.
His apology was all based upon the premise of I have the right to feel how I feel, and you have the right to feel how you feel.
Bro, that's Wikipedia. Anybody can put that on Wikipedia. I can
Don't cut
change
him off, don't cut
Wikipedia
him
right
off.
now.
Pusha T sold 4.2 copies. He sold 4.2 copies.
Hey,
need
he
y'all
was
to
number
focus.
2 on the chart, so
Right, fuck
that's
what y'all
an
talking about.
accomplishment.
That was streaming. But go ahead.
The album peaked at number 2 on the chart.
Y'all some
What?
haters.
Hip hop charts, not Billboard.
Billboard hip hop.
No, but no. Kanye West said
But,
that I'm
yeah.
sorry that y'all felt like I hurt y'all feeling. That's what he said.
Right. He didn't apologize. He didn't say I was wrong in making that analogy. I was trying to make a point, and the way I was trying to make my point was wrong, and I'm sorry for what I said. He said, I'm sorry that what I said made y'all feel that way, but he stood by the point he was trying to make, and that's a half-ass apology.
And then he trying to blame other people. He said somebody could have stopped me.
Yeah, he did that too. He definitely said, when he did his little cry moment, he missed the Chicago people around him, and he needed